This morning there was another swarm in this tree here, and I decided to take the queen, steal her away, and send all of the workers back to the original colony. And I put her in a queenless colony up the mountain. They seemed to accept her pretty quickly, so that was good. But this is now the fourth time that this has happened for this one colony. So it was a split from a huge colony cutout that I did, and they seem to be producing queens that are running. So I'm going to see if I can try and capture this one again, put her in a box. We'll see. That mother colony can't swarm too much more. They haven't got too many more bees left. This is them grouped up in a little lemon tree, all set and ready for the next stage of their journey. This is number 4 from the same colony in the last 3 days. And a little shake from the tree, and most of them fall into this colander that I'm using to capture them, and the search begins. The search is on for the queen. She can be a little bit difficult to find. Not that this is a huge swarm by any means, but their bees are running in all directions, and you can't necessarily trust that they're running in the direction of the queen. They do that because they want to try and find the quickest way out and the best way out. And then the queen often stops emitting her pheromones while she's getting away, and then she'll start emitting them again to call everyone to her. So you've got to also look around and watch everybody move. And it's also a little bit more challenging when she's a virgin queen because she is much smaller. And there I found her. I go in for the grab. I always prefer to grab the queens with my hands first and then pop them in the traps. It seems to be a little bit easier for me to do that. Here she is. Now she's pretty delgadito, so she's gonna get out of that trap before too long. So I'm gonna get her in the box here. So I set her free into the box. Some people like to keep the queens in the traps in the box for a couple of days. I prefer to let them stay free and choose the box. My preference is for them to select the box. So I get her in the trap just for a moment, and then I set her free in the box, and then get all of the bees running into the box from there in the hopes that she'll stay. But as you'll soon find out, this queen today did not want to stay. So all the bees are sort of starting to come up onto the front of the box there, and I'm just sort of knocking them off so that I can keep a good eye on the movements of the bees and see if the queen is exiting the box incrementally. You'll also notice that I'm not using gloves. Mostly I use gloves when I'm working with established colonies. Swarms, almost always, you can get away without using any gloves. I like to be able to feel the bees as much as possible so that I don't squish anyone, and without any gloves it's the easiest to do that. Hopefully they go into the box. And this is the first of multiple times that she's exited the box. You can see I'm going to grab her there again. And then I'm going to put you up on top of the box so that I can just clear a little entryway. So bear with me while I position you up on the top of the box there. I'm going to clear a few bees out of the entryway that were blocking the entrance with my other hand there. And then once I've got a little bit of space there, I'm going to free the queen. Again, hopefully encouraging her to stay in the box because she's walking in. You can see her running out of my hand. There she goes, and there she goes into the box. And then we wait and see. For a moment there, it looked like they might have been accepting the box and running in, but then they stopped. And you can see that there she is out the front again. Oh, she just went behind a curtain of bees there. Come on. That happened a couple more times, and then I had enough of it, so I decided to put her in the trap, put her in the queen cage, and leave her in the box inside the queen cage, as a number of beekeepers would recommend, and then moved the box into a new location and gave them a little bit of liquid encouragement / liquid bribe out the front there that you can see, in order for them to hopefully accept the box. And you can see them running in and out. There's more bees inside the box now with this liquid encouragement than outside. And then so I leave them there for a little bit, and I come back and check on them in a little while. And at this point, they're looking all right. They look like they're moving a little bit by little bit into the box. But just wait and see what happens a little bit later on. So it turns out I go back a few hours later to check on the box, and turns out that I guess she wasn't able to keep their interest for long enough, and they've left. They went back to the original colony, which is just over on the other platform there. They abandoned her all except for a few attendants. So in the end, I ended up introducing her into a colony that I rescued yesterday, where the queen of that colony decided to swarm during the rescue, and so we'll see how she goes with this new space.